Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second segment here on Sports Central. Hank Longo along with Neil Duncan and Ford Headcock. Great event coming up at Lake Mirror, and we have another fun guest.
You know, it seems like the calendar just keeps rolling over, and that's one of those great events on our calendar. But we want to thank Ford for putting that on, and his committee. This segment brought to us by Ramada Inn Hotel and Conference Center there on the corner of 98 and I-4. So. The next guy, whew.
Oh, here we go. Folks. Get ready, folks. Hang on. Bob Donahey, the director of the City of Lakeland's Parks and Recreation. And Bob,
the program just keeps going down from here.
Just sliding down
just kind of taking that dive.
I figured this must have been a slow day for you guys to call me, but I appreciate it, though.
It's good to have you on the show. A lot going on in Lakeland.
Yeah, we're really excited. We've got some big projects coming on board, and we've got some nice special events, and we're really excited about it. We're making a lot of changes over there, so it's really worked out well.
Well, one of the things that I know that let's get to one of my loves, golf. Okay, yes. Cleveland Heights, due to some weather and some other things, the course kind of was gone down a little bit, and the city commission stepped up. You guys as a division stepped up, and now Cleveland Heights is something fantastic.
It's working. It's a work in progress. We're really proud of the progress we've made with it. We're hiring a new green superintendent in the next couple of weeks. We've also made some changes in the bar and the F&B side. We made it more into a sports bar type atmosphere. The idea about that is that not only get the golfers, but get the everyday guy that's looking for a place to watch a game on Sundays. Right. So we're trying to make some changes, whatever, to bring in some more revenue. We're really happy with it. The changes went really well, and F&B's up, and so it's been good.
How would your event go? I think it was last weekend, the men's health event that went on?
It went really well. That's the other thing, too, is we're bringing in some new events. They do like a Tuesday night karaoke thing now. They have Thursday night cornhole and all kinds of things that happen in the bar. And we're doing other things. We're also doing a riders club now. Bike riders meet there on the one time a week, and they all get together. They draw bicycle through Lakeland, and they come back and eat and drink at the end of the. So we're doing some different things there. So
well, that's very good. I haven't got to play golf there lately, but it's
that's because the course is in good condition, and they don't want you on.
Yeah, they don't want me on there.
We have enough sand to replace all those divots.
Well, you talk about events, and one of the events that was at another course for a long time, but it made sense to move to Cleveland Heights between the partnership with Tourism and Sports Marketing, the City of Lakeland, and the Tigers is a Major League Scramble, and that's held each year there now, and really a kickoff to spring training. So it serves a double purpose.
Sure it does. It's a natural. It's easy for us too because on the spring training side, as soon as the players get done with the locker room, it's actually the closest course available to them. So it's a quick get there, and we can start the tournament as soon as possible. And at the end of the night, a lot of those guys, can hit the interstate and go back where they want to go, where they live at. So it really works out well. It was really good last year. I thought you guys did an exceptional job. And they had a great time, the players, the coaches, everybody involved. And so it was nothing but pluses, and we look forward to doing it again this year.
Yeah, fantastic. Good. And how are things going with the Tigers?
Tigers we're 2 games back, 14 games left. We're all holding hands. We're praying. We're doing anything we can think of.
We can do that right now if you want.
Yes, we.
Whatever will bring the playoffs to the Tigers.
Oh well, so they've got the lineup and they've got the team to do it. They just got to do it now. They just got to keep winning.
It's been quite a roller coaster year for the team.
Oh my gosh.
Expectations were very high. Everybody says this is the team to win the World Series. They went out and got Prince Fielder and added to an already potent lineup. They have the pitching. They just, Leland's done a great job, but it just seems like they haven't. As soon as they put it together, something happens.
Right, they can't just keep a string. You have those strings where they win 8 out of 10 or, something like that, whatever. It's just win 2, lose 2, win 3, lose 3. Sweep the White Sox, you get swept by the Royals. It's just been one of those years, where they just can't seem to. Consistency has been a problem.
Well, and it's obviously very important to us. People at home may be saying, well, why is this so important how the Tigers are doing, whether they make the playoffs or not? It's very important from the fact that it's going to generate revenue for us in spring training if they make the playoffs or if they win the World Series. Our spring the next year is going to be huge. So tell us a little bit about that and what you guys are doing to get ready for spring training now.
Last year we had over 134,000 people come to the turnstiles of Martin Stadium. Largest number we've ever had. Of course, attendance was up. money collected, concessions up, parking's up, everything's good, whatever. It was a great spring. Looking forward to another good spring, whatever. You're talking about a business that generates $35 to $40 million for our local economy, which is astronomical, especially in Lakeland and the surrounding areas. So that's a big plus, of course. And, the oldest relationship between any Major League Baseball team and a municipality, 77 years. It's incredible. You never see that. Never will, never happen again. And so, we're working right now towards actually their lease comes up 2016. We're actually putting together a plan now. We've toured facilities in Florida. In fact, Bill Tinsley, who's a former Parks and Recreation director, is leading up the group or whatever, and they're out in Arizona. They're supposed to get back today to look at some facilities out there along with the folks from the Tigers to come up with a game plan of what they want and as far as we add on to the facility the next 4 years. So we're real excited about that. It's been a great relationship. It's always been conversations, not confrontations. It's been how can we work together to get it done. And so we feel confident. We're in good shape, and we look forward to it.
Well, the thing about having the Tigers here in Lakeland is that we get a lot of folks from Michigan coming down to Florida. They're one of our top out-of-state visitors to come here. And I grew up with the Tigers. I grew up outside of Detroit, so I'm a big Detroit Tiger fan.
Great.
And the thing, if they're here in Florida, people will drive down here from Michigan. When teams leave and they go out to Arizona or something, you can't drive to Arizona from Detroit, and I think it really disconnects with a lot of the real loyal fans that will come down here year after year just because it's a ritual to come watch the Tigers play.
It really is. People don't realize whatever the Detroit Tigers, like if you're a Tiger fan, the same as you're a Red Sox fan or a Yankees fan, whatever, we're talking generations of a family that's been a Tigers fan for years and years and years, whatever, and going to a baseball game, whether it's here or up in Detroit or whatever. And so, like I said, it's like a family ritual, whatever. They, live and die by the Detroit Tigers, whatever, which is really neat. So you have that. So when they are successful, the attendance is up because people want to support them so much.
Well, and we'd be remiss not to congratulate the Lakeland Flying Tigers winning the Florida State League Championship this past, I guess, the week before.
Yes.
Ron Meyer, Zach Purick, the whole crew. But that's something that people may not realize is the fact that you have baseball there practically year-round.
We do. Baseball starts. We start in actually the end of January. We have fantasy camp for 2 weeks. Then that leads into spring training. Then after that, we have extended spring training. We also have Florida State League, which is the Lakeland Flying Tigers. That runs into basically Labor Day, then plus the playoffs. Then you take about a week or so off, and then we go into fall instructional baseball, which that's what we're holding now. And then basically we've got about 10 weeks to get the whole complex ready for spring training. If you take a Major League Stadium, for instance, their season ends in October. And until opening day in April, they've got 5-6 months to get ready. One field, one set of bullpens. With us, we've got 10 weeks to get ready. We've got a stadium field, 5.5 fields out back, plus the rest of the complex, plus get painted. Just the list goes on and on and on. So, like I say, as soon as the structs ends, we're wide open, tearing down all the fields, reseeding, the whole 9 yards to get ready for spring training. And we have a game every day. We have marked on the calendar what we're doing today to get ready for the upcoming year. So, and we're like I say, it works well. I was lucky in the fact that my boss, Bill Tinsley, and his boss before him, handed this down from year to year to year, whatever, from each generation.
Got a game plan to follow.
Exactly, whatever. We were all schooled well, and we have a lot of history, and everybody wants to keep the Tigers, and so we realize the importance of that relationship.
Well, it's not just important to Polk County or to Lakeland; it's important to Polk County. At one time the county had 3 teams, and because of teams leaving and going to Arizona, it's more important than ever to make sure that we keep the Tigers. And then there's also the situation with some of the teams going to Arizona about the drive time to the other communities. Talk a little bit about that and how that affects the Tigers.
Well, what's happening is, like I say, when we lost the Royals at B&B and we lost the Reds in Plant City, and we lost the Indians over in Winter Haven, that increases drive time. And what they're doing now with the spring training schedule is they're putting groupings of teams. I think ours is Atlanta and then Vieira and whatever. So players don't like driving on buses. They did enough of that in the minor leagues. So you got major league players. And so what happens is when they have to make those long bus rides and you're a fan, removed 75 miles away, chances are you're going to see a lot of minor leaguers that day, you know, that come to your complex instead of the major league guys. You see a few, but not a whole lot, whatever. But like I say, it makes it challenging because if you get isolated too far from the rest of the group, then all of a sudden you realize, maybe we need to look. We need a complex that's closer to everybody else. So,
or help in bringing some other teams to the area.
Yes, yes.
But, yeah, tell us about, we talked about the Tigers and Joker Marchant. Tell us a little bit about some of the other facilities that you guys have either done some renovation or coming online or great programming that the city is adding.
Well, the thing about it is, like I say, with our facilities, whatever, with the Tigers, I think we're going to put the bulk of our money this next go around is in the player development section, of increased locker room, increased offices, the rehab facility. People don't realize that a lot of times when you read the paper that so and so has got a rehab a shoulder or a knee or whatever. They're in Lakeland. Andy Dirks, who hit a home run last night, he was in Lakeland 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
You know, there were all those pictures that you see, and like I say, we've done so much with that. Is that we're really cognizant of the fact that that's where the bulk of the money needs to go this next go around.
Fantastic.
Well, Bob, thanks so much for joining us and a great update on the things going on in Lakeland. Of course, always great news to hear about the Tigers and keep those guys coming back year and year again. And congratulations to you taking over as director, and wishing you the best of luck in that position, and just keep things rocking.
Thank you very much.